Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 011, Arithmetic, Section 4.4, Problem 12. This is Section 4.4, Problem 12. It says Shaw's Market has 8 employees. 5 of them are named Manny. This includes 2 of the women. What percent of Shaw's employees are named Manny? So there are 8 employees altogether, and 5 of them are named Manny. So as a fraction, that would be 5 over 8. 8 employees altogether makes the denominator of 8, and 5 of those 8 named Manny makes the numerator. So now the question says what percent, though? I have to convert that 5 over 8 into a percent. So the first thing I like to do when I have a fraction that I need to make into a percent is ask myself, can I multiply the denominator times some whole number to make it into a 100? Now, unfortunately, with the 8, there is not. So we have to have an alternate approach. What we have to do is turn that into a decimal, then move the decimal point to make a percent. A little more tedious, but not too bad. So if you have a math teacher that will allow you to use a calculator for a problem like this, you just do the numerator of 5 divided by the denominator of 8 equals, you'll get the decimal and then move the decimal point. It's very easy. If your teacher will not allow you to use a calculator for this class, you have to do it out the long way, which means you have to divide the denominator of 8 into the numerator of 5. Now 8 won't divide into 5 because 5 is not large enough. So what you do is you write it as 5.0 and treat it as if it's a 50. And that decimal that you've introduced has to come straight up vertically into your answer. So now 8 will divide into 50 how many times? Well, 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 50 minus 48 is 2. So it has not gone in evenly. So what we have to do is add a 0, 5.00, bring the 0 straight down next to the 2, and it becomes a 20. So now 8 divides into 20 how many times? Well, it'll go in twice. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 minus 16 is 4, so it still hasn't gone in evenly. I'm getting a remainder. So I have to add another 0, 5.000. Bring the 0 straight down next to the 4. 4 with a 0 after it becomes 40. 8 divides into 40 how many times? It goes in exactly 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. And now if you subtract, you have a remainder of 0. It's gone in exactly, and I get an answer of 0.625. Now the thing is, that's a decimal. The question asked me to write it as a percent. But going from percent to decimal is very easy. Take the decimal point where it's written to make it a percent, pull it over 2 positions to the right, and put a percent symbol after it. So if I go 2 positions to the right, it becomes 62.5, and I make it percent. So 62.5% of the employees at Shaw's Market are named Manny. If the question is true, of course it's not.